Dear academic family, dear guests, in this festive hall as well as behind the screens, welcome to the 104th anniversary ceremony of the Republic of Estonia. Today is a very special day. It is the second month of the second decade of the second millennium, the second day of the week, and at the same time, the second hour after noon. Please stand up while we bring in the flags and sing the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite Professor Rector Tiit Lang to open the ceremony with his opening address. Dear academic family, dear friends, I wish us all a nice festive mood, and I wish hope for all of those whose homeland is in danger, who have to fight for the freedom of their land, and who have to make sacrifices. It has been a while since the world was last such a bad place and unsafe place to live in. Sometimes we feel a sense of anguish, being out of breath because the work we have done for peace has not been enough. Believing in a better world is not, unfortunately, the dream for us all. Some seek yesterday instead of tomorrow, long for the past instead of the future, and prefer power to reason. We here, on the border between the two worlds, are also worried about our faith. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you today that all is well, but it is in our hands. It is an opportunity and duty for us to do the best we can now for our people, for the country, and for the world waiting for science-based decisions. We have been on the right track, discovering, demonstrating, and sharing new knowledge and technologies. But the university, the country, and the nation can stand ever closer together. We look forward to concrete questions, to applying our strengths quickly and effectively to research and also provide answers, be it regarding our health, food, energy supplies, or the sustainable use of nature. We have the opportunity to be smart, but equally we have the obligation to be smart as well. We have thousands of students, almost 2,000 staff members, a university with an annual budget of well over 100 million euros. These facts alone demonstrate the potential we have to create new evidence-based knowledge. The university's long history is a source of its strength and hope. Many prominent scientists have worked here over many years, decades, and even more than half a century. As we walk along its corridors, but also through the pages of history books, we meet our predecessor, walk the paths they have walked. Yes, their particular paths have been walked by now. I myself have said farewell to several dignified staff members this year. But their journey, and that is to say the journey of the whole university, will continue. I see the confidence in your eyes, as well as the belief that we are on the right track. Tallinn University of Technology has just received a 7-year accreditation from the Estonian Quality Agency for Higher and Vocational Education. Let this be a thank you for yesterday and for today, but even more, a task and a challenge for tomorrow. Yes, we may say that every era is equally important and the years always move at exactly the same speed. Yet we currently feel that sometimes time is flying by. No, we are not yet lagging behind, but on some days this fear arises. The fear that we have hurt the planet with our actions, that we have ruined something, and that we have not lost the natural path. We may disagree on the causes, magnitude, and pace of climate warming, but surely no one denies that we must change our attitudes, and from there on, our consumption patterns, technologies, production ways, and then again, consumption and habits. I am proud that it is our university that is playing a crucial role in the shaping of a new way of thinking and working in the world. We chose the green course, green in substance and not in form. Yes, we spoke loudly and a lot about this choice. And from now on, we will talk a little less and make more concrete efforts to address past desires in new ways. But at the same time to shape new desires and ways of addressing them. Denying problems does not help us move towards solutions. On the contrary, it seems to me that we have been neglecting the problems far too long. Fortunately, many of our scientists have already come a long way. Solutions created by them or with their help are being emulated across Europe. Estonia's state officials have also turned to the university and have come here to see what science-based solutions we can offer that could make life better for the people in Estonia. I have also heard many people claim, as if they knew it all, that going green will make our daily lives unbearably expensive. It has been very sad to hear this. It is our responsibility to make an effort to ensure that this is not the case and also that it does not feel this way. Yes, different views are always welcome at the university, and that includes criticism. But I would ask you to be constructive in your criticism, to put forward your arguments, to offer solutions. In that way, we can move further together in the same direction. There are ample opportunities for moving towards a cleaner, less consuming and less polluting world. For instance, our scientists are already refining wood biomass in the laboratory and converting sawdust into fish food. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the winners of the 2022 National Science Awards, Ants Kallaste, Toomas Vaiman, Anton Rassõlkin and Hans Tiismus, Siim Veski and Hanneli Poska, as well as Anu Masso. Congratulations to all of you and to the university. Dear members of the university family, dear guests, I wish you a happy and peace of mind-filled days for the approaching 100th birthday of the Republic of Estonia. I wish happiness and enthusiasm to the university, and I wish the world more peace, security and confidence in the future. Above all, I wish you today a beautiful and special future for our Estonia. Mente et manu.
Aitäh, rektor Tiit Land.
Thank you to the rector, Tiit Land. Dear guests, the anniversary speech will be given by Professor Olli-Pekka Smoolander of the Institute of Chemistry and Biotechnology. It is not hard to see the future. You just have to look in the right direction. I have recalled these words of the Finnish poet and academic Paavo Haavikko, and I recalled these in the last few years that I have had the opportunity to work in this university. In my speech today, I will talk about the future and how important it is that the members of TalTech research community look in the same direction. My name is Olli-Pekka Smoolander. I work as a tenured associate professor of bioinformatics at TalTech, and it is a great honor for me to be speaking here today. I very much appreciate the fact that on this special day you have decided to give the floor to someone who observes the life here with a bit of an immigrant's eye. Estonia is a beloved country for us Finns. Our cultures and languages have a lot in common. At the same time, there are also differences, which is what makes meetings interesting and feed the part of your soul that sometimes needs an experience which is a little bit more extraordinary. When I came to work at the Tallinn University of Technology in 2018, I was surprised at the first festive ceremony. The academic male choir of the Tallinn University of Technology was on the stage, and their powerful performance made my jaw drop. What is this place, I thought? Do technical people really sing that well? It soon became clear that Estonian scientists do not only sing, but also dance. I have never experienced anything like that in Finland. In Estonia, I literally sense how much culture there is here. It is everywhere, every step on the way, even in research labs. It is easy for us to enjoy Estonian special riches. Tallinn's musical and cultural life is vibrant and of a higher standard. The sense of patriotism, the sublime feeling is reflected in Estonians' everyday life and in their celebrations in a wonderful and unique way. Your biggest party includes choir singing and folk dancing, and everyone from young children to adults takes part in it. It has been a joy to watch my own children take part in singing and dancing festivals. The collective spirit of these gatherings, these events, is something I have never experienced before. Unfortunately, these things have almost disappeared from the Finnish life in the recent decades. And I sincerely hope that Estonians will hold on to these values more diligently than we have. We used to enjoy our cultural heritage in Finland as well, but now it seems almost forgotten in the heat of modern times. Estonia has other things to teach us as well: persistence, tolerance, honesty, and openness. At this point, my Estonian friend would interrupt me and say, persistence, tolerance, and honesty do not only praise us, it's not credible. But these good observations are indeed true. When I discuss these Estonian values with Estonians, they often feel astonished, perhaps even a bit embarrassed. A certain modesty is probably a part of the Estonian mentality. At the same time, they are very proud of their country and their language. Caring about one's culture and language is also embedded in TalTech's values and strategy. And that's great. In the recent years, the proud skills taught in Estonian schools have been viewed with astonishment and admiration around the world. Comparisons with Finland show that Estonia has confidence in its young people and that young people themselves feel a sense of responsibility for Estonia's future. And while in Finland young people who dream of making a career are not likely to have possibility to do something big, Estonia is different. The voice of young people is being heard in the Estonian society, and they are working in positions earlier where in Finland they would only reach when they are more experienced and also older. That is why, considering my age, I don't think I would have been able to do as much in Finland as I have done here in Estonia. Watching my own children and meeting their teachers, I have seen that Estonia's kindergartens and schools are nurturing strong experts for the future. Teachers' dedication and commitment are reflected in the children's academic performance and motivation. The education is valued highly, and it manifests itself in the seriousness with which families see learning and its importance. I have personally experienced this through many long conversations with other parents and also with teachers, especially over the last 2 years. The fact that we can enjoy the best fruits of this quality teaching in universities is a great gift to us. When the secondary school teachers hand over the young people to us in the springtime, we have a great responsibility to continue to provide the same high-quality education and to support young people to grow into strong society members. And young people themselves, their families and the society alike expect a lot from them. Every year, TalTech is filled with high school pupils who want to learn something new. For many of them, university is an alien world, and they are just taking their first shaky steps on the path of independent living. They also need to live their social life. Each generation also has its own challenges that test their borders, to which we older people are sometimes blind. We can even be harsh and express our contempt. As we watch students, but also young researchers, strive to be good enough to meet different expectations, we worry about their abilities, as well as their capability to cope with the challenges of a globalizing world. After all, we need to make sure that their voices are heard, their ideas are cared for. For our part, however, we need to provide the necessary encouragement and support to nurture a generation of young experts. Young people whose socio-economic background does not provide them with adequate information and financial opportunities for their daily lives are particularly disadvantaged, and it is up to us to think about how individuals and structures can work together better and provide solutions. I very often also think, what are the development possibilities for the university staff? whether they have enough possibilities to learn to use modern tools and for their professional development. I also think about whether people at the university have enough modern tools to work with and to develop themselves to meet today's needs. It's natural that sometimes we all feel inadequate. This can be the case when applying for research funding, when planning teaching, when ensuring the quality of research, but also when keeping track of the latest research in our other fields, when actively contributing to the university and to the society. Solutions are also luckily put down in TalTech's strategy. Before I came to the Tallinn University of Technology, I worked in other universities for over 15 years. But never before have I received as much support from my superiors and colleagues as I have now during these 3 years here. People ask me what I need and how I can be helped. And what more, in Estonia, as an employee, as a researcher, as a human being, I can be proud of it all. I feel free to talk about my achievements or plans and just enjoy life. In Finland, it is more common to hide such things and not to show them to others. But what does the word strategy actually mean? Some time ago, I listened to a lecture by a Finnish management professor. According to him, the word is often misunderstood. It's not just a buzzword for great visions. A strategy is a concrete action plan that conserves every member of a community. It gives direction to the following actions and also helps to prioritize things better. A well-designed plan is based on the university's own resources and capabilities. Therefore, an awareness of the skills and abilities of the staff is a prerequisite for all TalTech planning. The skills and knowledge we bring along are the part of our university's most valuable capital. An effective strategy is reflected in concrete actions. It tells how and what will be done to ensure that the university achieves its goals and moves towards its vision. This is why it is important for staff and students alike to be familiar with the strategy, to know what is expected of them. Effective communication between management and staff must therefore be active and open in both directions. TalTech provides students and society with the knowledge, skills and competencies they need to succeed in the world of work and science. Therefore, the rapid changes in society as well as in technologies force us to constantly update the content of our courses, our assessment methods and directions, also to reevaluate our research methods and strands. The development work at our universities are not done only on the basis of national and regional needs, but increasingly in partnership with businesses and internationally. Thus, the best possible know-how must be available to tackle demanding challenges. Let me confirm that TalTech has the capacity in every respect to be even more prominent in the international research and education networks. Diversity, inclusion, sustainability, equity, linearity. Today's vocabulary is flooded with new concepts that need to be understood, used and applied fluently. I have noted lately how difficult it can sometimes be. Ensuring staff resilience and motivation in times of stress is particularly important. Special care needs to be taken in order to provide it. Fortunately, we do not have to face these challenges alone. TalTech's support functions are good and comprehensive in meeting these objectives. A range of necessary tools, training and support are provided. The university has been successful in recruiting the support staff, with whom cooperation is smooth and pleasant. By working together on tasks and sharing responsibilities, we can multiply our knowledge and skills. For me, the service is supporting teaching, management, and also, for instance, writing various grant applications and communication have been particularly valuable in my work. The changing world and its demands are also reflected in TalTech. The most exciting technological gadgets twist and turn at our campus, which is also attractive for visitors. I once drove around Mustamäe with my German friends in search of small transport robots that they wanted to see again before they left the country. Solutions to the challenges of the future can be found by looking after all members of the university, including the managers. I can imagine how difficult it is to make the necessary changes and then thrive and enjoy what can be achieved in the peaceful, good and diverse Nordic environment. After all, after a certain period of time, you have to rebuild things piece by piece, even if it sometimes seems difficult. It might be painful to give up traditional models and expectations, because it is disappointing. But managers know that change can lead to good results. And I find the atmosphere here inspiring and motivating. There are also a lot of ungrateful aspects in the work of management. Resilience to changes has always been there, and it will always be so, because it's an inevitable part of development, both in the nature as well as in the organizations. This is why active and open communication is essential in order to keep the spirit of our community healthy. We hope that our leaders experience our trust and value our cooperation. Estonians have another advantage here, an excellent ability to speak openly and constructively. Yes, as a Finn, I have had to get used to this kind of frankness, but I am glad that there is no speaking behind the backs. It reflects something about the structure of the society and about your ability to appreciate the work and opinions of others. Using Finland as a role model, I would suggest that Estonian employers should perhaps pay a little more attention to ensuring that their people won't burn out. They could slow down a bit and reduce competition. Then the employees will be happier and results will be better in the long run. Estonia's dynamism is admirable. New projects are created quickly and it doesn't take too long to fine-tune. Estonians are also praised for their agility, efficiency and fearlessness, especially when it comes to highlighting the high cost of slowness of the Finnish projects. We Finns appreciate Estonians' functionality and flexibility, as well as courage and entrepreneurial spirit. Finns plan ahead, so sometimes they don't even get around to doing it, trying it. They just say, oh, we'll think about it a little more. Estonians, on the other hand, often go ahead without thorough planning. My suggestion is that the Finns should be more daring to try and act, while Estonians sometimes just take their time and make longer plans. These strengths of Estonians could be brought more boldly into the world of research and development. Fortunately, TalTech's plans and those of universities in other countries have taken this into account. It means we share the common values, needs and goals, which in turn creates the conditions for good cooperation. No single discipline, country or even continent can solve big problems alone. That is why researchers and experts need to be able to collaborate and work with people from different backgrounds. Of course, the biggest challenges in running a university become clear at hindsight. After all, something surprising always happens. Not everything can develop exactly as desired and planned. It has also been recognized at TalTech. Estonia's only University of Technology is increasingly open to society and its trends. Similarly, it's becoming more open to international influence more broadly. In the past few years, provided a tangible lesson for this for all. At the end of January, the European Commission adopted 2 new initiatives to support higher education institutions in their efforts to meet these new challenges. These initiatives are about creating links to enhance European cooperation in higher education. Regarding the strategy, I see actually many similarities with TalTech's own plans. The aim is to help all Europe's universities to adapt to the changing circumstances, to thrive and to help the EU countries work together and overcome the difficulties of recent years. And also call for a strengthening of European higher education and research, supporting universities in the green and digital transition. The aim is to foster closer and deeper cooperation between the European higher education institutions and the implementation of joint international training programs. In Estonia too, higher education institutions are expected to respond more effectively and rapidly to changes in both societal structures and skills needs. Technological development, internationalization, and innovation are growing challenges for universities, but they also create great opportunities. At TalTech, we should seize them and boldly participate in the projects to be implemented under the new EU strategy. Developing and strengthening skills and innovation is the key to Estonia's future success. Excellence in basic and applied research combined with multidisciplinary knowledge is the route to international excellence. Working with the Estonian startups has helped me understand the potential we can achieve by combining science and sustainable consumption goals. I hope we can also deepen the innovative spirit of students in the future. In particular, the potential of women in business is an untapped resource. It seems to me that Estonia is a rare place where family life and career can be combined. The promotion of science and the development of knowledge-based education are indisputable prerequisites for prosperity and democracy. Educated and critical citizens can counter populism. This is why the active promotion of science and education is increasingly important in today's world. While in Estonia people complain that scientists are not listened to, then my experience tells me that education in Estonia is highly valued and scientists are also respected. Universities, as producers of science and higher education, have played a key role in making Estonia to one of the most advanced information societies in the world in just a few decades. The creation of science, however, lays the foundations for understanding the world and its laws, for economic development, for respect for other people and nature, and for the search for truth. But let us try to understand what the coming year and years will bring. We cannot predict the future, but whatever comes, we are ready to respond with scientific tools. For my part, I pledge to keep TalTech's state-of-the-art data-driven biotechnology at the forefront of science. While much of our daily lives are focused on science and research, then people-to-people interaction also continues to be important. Culture and art act as a bridge between different peoples. If I started with Haaviko's poem, and I will also use his words to sum up, the right direction is solely 1 degree, and the further it is, the bigger the trajectory to get there. Haaviko was not only a writer and a publisher, but also a forest and real estate businessman. We as scientists too can and perhaps should have a diverse identity. Finally, I would like to present the Tallinn University of Technology, which is full of culture. Paavo Haaviko's poetry collection translated into Estonia, which is an example of a fruitful Finnish-Estonian cooperation. I would like to hand it over to the rector, Tiit Land. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to congratulate Estonia and TalTech on the Independence Day. Thank you for allowing me to be with you on this occasion and to be part of your community. Congratulations to the Republic of Estonia.
Aitäh, Olli-Pekka Smoolander.
Thank you to Olli-Pekka Smoolander. Dear academic family, before we get to the ceremony, we have the opportunity to enjoy the wonderful music. Today, the academic female choir of Tallinn University of Technology will perform for us. Thank you to the academic female choir and the conductor Edmar Tuule. We have now reached the festive recognition of the 2021 year's Tallinn University of Technology's researchers and authors of scientific articles. We invite the rector, Professor Tiit Land, and the vice rector for research, academician Maarja Kruusmaa, to present the awards.
Alustame aasta teadlaste väljakuulutamist.
We will start with the announcement of the Researchers of the Year. The Young Scientist of the Year award is given to a researcher aged 35 or under who has had outstanding achievements in research and development, professional research forums, mentoring doctoral students and engaging students in research and development. The 2020 first-year laureate is a versatile and active young researcher who joined the Tallinn University of Technology as a visiting doctoral student in 2011 and defended the PhD in 2012. The Department of Electrical Power Engineering and Mechatronics and a senior research fellow thereof, he's been responsible or has been the principal investigator for several large-scale research projects. The results of his research projects have led to a number of useful models. He's a consistent as well as active publisher, and his research articles are published in high-impact peer-reviewed journals and is very highly cited. He has presented papers at international conferences and actively contributes to the development of the university's cooperation with other leading European universities. He has successfully supervised 3 doctoral theses and is currently supervising 3 PhD students. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tallinn University of Technology Young Scientist of the Year 2021 is Oleksandr Husev. The Scientist of the Year is awarded to a researcher who has made outstanding achievements in leading research and development projects, supervising doctoral theses and publishing research in high-impact scientific journals. The Research of the Year 2021 is a professor whose research achievements are particularly evident in the current COVID-19 pandemic and crisis. He is an internationally renewed researcher in the field of energy performance and indoor climate in buildings. As a chair of the European Working Group on Nearly Zero Energy Buildings, he has developed the technical basis for the implementation of the Energy Performance of Buildings Directive at the European level and contributed to the development of the European standards thereof. He has been a member of 2 World Health Organization expert panels, resulting in the WHO's ventilation roadmap to prevent the spread of the virus. In an article published in the Science magazine last May, he and 38 the world's top scientists came up with a new approach to ventilation in buildings that represents a paradigm shift from the current understanding of the need for ventilation and technical solutions in buildings. If the respiratory infection criterion is applied as a basis for the design and construction of ventilation systems, it will be possible in the future to create indoor environments in public spaces that are safe for people even in situations of pandemic. He has published more than 300 papers in scientific and applied journals. He has been recognized with several European and Scandinavian scientific awards. He was selected as the Researcher of the Year of the University of Technology in 2015, and in 2018 he was awarded the National Research Award in the field of engineering and technical sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, Tallinn University of Technology's Researcher of the Year 2021 is Professor and Academician Jarek Kurnitsky.
aasta parima teadusartikli
The best scientific article of the year is awarded in 3 science categories. The Science, Engineering and Health Science of the Year article describes a novel sensor for SARS-CoV-2 antigen detection based on a molecularly imprinted polymer receptor integrated into a portable electromechanical sensor platform, MIP shortly. MIPs are promising sensor materials for the fabrication of inexpensive and reliable sensors for medical diagnostics due to their good chemical and thermal abilities. Easy fabrication technologies, reproducibility of properties, and reusability and automatization. Connecting the portable MIP-based sensor to an app-enabled smart device allows COVID-19 for rapid and remote diagnostics, and this greatly simplifies the pre-diagnosis of diseases and assessing the current condition. In addition, the MIP methodology is adaptable to the detection of essentially any pathogen, and its development would contribute to preparedness for new pandemics. An international patent application has been filed based on the results of the article. The article was published in the scientific journal Biosensors and Bioelectronics of Elsevier Science SA, which publishes cutting-edge articles. We invite the authors of the 2021 Tallinn University of Technology's research article in the field of natural sciences, engineering and health sciences. Anna Kidakova. Roman Porozniak. Ekaterina Reut. Professor Andres Öpik. Vitali Syritsky. In the field of engineering and technology, the authors of the 2 best research articles will be recognized. The first article described a novel and practically applicable optimized methods for the oxidation of persistent water pollutants. This is the development of a corona impulse electrolyte (KIEL) technology aimed at direct practical applications of deep oxidation technology, and the novelty of the research is enhanced by the combination of this method with the addition of external oxidants. The aim of this study was to optimize the KIEL process as a function of process parameters: pollutant concentration, pH, gas-liquid contact surface area, and external oxidant concentration. The solutions proposed in the paper have good prospects for a wider application of KIEL and have a clear potential for reducing pollution of the living environment. The article has been published in the high-level Chemical Engineering Journal. We invite the authors of the 2021 Tallinn University of Technology research article in the field of engineering and technology to the stage. Priit Tikker. Niina Tuulova. Professor Sergei Price.
Tehnika ja tehnoloogia valdkonnas
The study, based on a research article in the field of engineering and technology, developed a method for connecting new or reconstructed groups of buildings to the existing district heating network in such a way as to reduce the heat losses of the district heating network and increase the efficiency of the flue gas condensers of cogeneration plants and boilers. The application has the potential to play an important role in improving the energy efficiency of the building stock, and the proposed solution can be applied to all large networks in Estonia and in many European cities. This will contribute to the decarbonization of the district heating sector and the energy efficiency of networks, as well as the gradual transition of district heating networks to their fourth generation. The scientific article has been published in the top-tier scientific journal Energy. We invite the authors of the 2021 Tallinn University of Technology research article in the field of engineering and technology to the stage. Anna Volkova. Igor Krupensky. Alexander Ledvanov. Aleksandr Hliebnikov, Kertu Lepiksaar, Eduard Latyshev, Vladislav Mashatin. In the field of social sciences and humanities, the research article of the year explores a highly topical global issue: the socio-material aspects of technologies related to COVID-19 management and monitoring. 4 digital technologies that have been adopted by the public authorities almost worldwide as antivirus measures will be discussed in more detail. Infrared temperature sensors, ICT-based monitoring and contact tracking systems, bioinformatics tools and applications for laboratory testing, and electronic mass media. Practical recommendations are given to public authorities on how to rely on the use of digital technologies to fight the pandemic. The article was published in the journal Government Information Quarterly and has received widespread interest and recognition from the scientific community, experts and international organizations. We invite the authors of the Tallinn University of Technology's research article of the year in the field of social sciences and humanities, Professor Luca Mora, to come to the stage. Congratulations once again to the researchers of the year and the authors of the research articles of the year, and thank you also to the Vice Rector of Research. We will invite now Sven Illing, Vice Rector for Entrepreneurship, to the stage to present the awards of the Development of the Year competition. The Development of the Year competition 2021. Third place was awarded to the work that developed an innovation model supporting the Fair Transition Fund measure, which meets the needs of the green and digital transition of the industry in East Virumaa. The center called Vidrik will help to create, in cooperation with various research groups at TalTech, the modern, efficient and sustainable solutions that companies need in the fields of engineering and IT. The third place was won by Mare Roosilehest Research Group for the development and realization of the concept of the Virumaa Digi and Green Technologies Innovation Center. And we invite the members of the research team to the stage. Mare Roosileht. Vladimir Kuts. Alar Kuusik. Professor Allan Niidu. Karle Nuttonen. Professor Tauno Otto. Sergei Pavlov. Heiko Põdersalu. Professor Anton Rasselkin. Professor Argo Rosin. Professor Fyodor Sergeyev. Toomas Vaiman. The second place in the development work of the year 2021 competition was awarded to a highly practical project that developed a system to operate a long crane in virtual reality in collaboration with the Baltic Marine Factory. While today the crane operator has to work outdoors and next to the crane, the solution allows him to do so remotely in a virtual reality environment. In addition to controlling the crane, the operator will also be able to get an overview of the most important parameters of the machine in the virtual reality and adjust them remotely. All in all, it will make the crane operation safer and more comfortable, and this product will soon be added to the Baltic Marine Factory product catalogue and will then conquer the world. Vladimir Kuts Research Group won the second place with the development work applying virtual reality to the management of a base of the crane. We invite members of the research team to the stage. Vladimir Kuts. Yevhen Bondarenko. Simone Luca Pizzagalli. Paris Cem Paikara. Alar Niidas. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have reached to the best development work of 2021. The development which provided a new solution to the problem of residual plastics, which have so far only been incinerated, and the production of oil from the mixtures by co-treatment with shale. The development will create an industry with higher added value than today's liquid fuels production, supported by the circular economy to produce new raw materials for the future, mainly for the clothing and plastics industries. Olga Pihl's research group won the development work of the year 2021. With the development work, interprocessing of oil, shale and other organic materials and study of the properties of the resulting products, we invite members of the research team to come to the stage. Olga Pihl, Hella Riisalu, Larissa Grigorieva, Dmitri Sushik, Larissa Kruglenkova, Julia Kravetskaya, Viktoria Petrova, Nadezhda Merkulova, Kai-Liis Vesper. Congratulations once again for all the laureates, and thank you, Sven Illing. Dear academic family, we have now come to awarding Lecturers of the Year prizes. To present the awards, we would like to invite the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, Professor Henrik Voll, and the Dean of School of IT, Gert Järven, to come to the stage. The introductions and the interviews of all the lecturers of the year will soon be available on the university's internal and external websites. A total of 3 of the Lecturers of the Year awards were chosen from the School of Information Technology. And we will say the names alphabetically. Associate Professor Juhan Peep Ernits from the Institute of Software won the prize, but he unfortunately cannot participate in the ceremony today. The Lecturer of the Year 2021 from the School of Information Technologies is Priit Kruus. The School of Information Technologies Lecturer of the Year is Senior Research Fellow at the Institute of Computer Sciences, Alexei Teplakov, who cannot participate today. Thank you to Professor Gert Järven, and we invite the Dean of the School of Engineering, Professor Fyodor Sergeyev, to come to the stage. The School of Engineering also awards 3 Lecturers of the Year titles. Lecturer of the Year 2021 at the School of Engineering is the lecturer at the Institute of Mechanics and Industrial Engineering, Aigar Hermaste, who unfortunately was unable to attend the ceremony today. The Lecturer of the Year 2021 from the School of Engineering is Associate Professor at the Institute of Energy, Eduard Latyshev.
Inseneriteaduskonna aasta
Lecturer of the Year 2021 at the School of Engineering is the lecturer of the Institute of Construction and Architecture, Tanel Tuisk.
aitäh, professor Fyodor Sergejev.
Thank you, Professor Fyodor Sergejev.
Teaduskonna prodekaani professor
And we would like to ask Professor Riina Aava, the Dean of School of Science, to come up to the stage.
daamid ja härrad,
Ladies and gentlemen, School of Science Lecturer of the Year 2021 is Senior Research Fellow at the Institute of Chemistry and Biotechnology, Pirjo Spool.
aitäh, professor Riina Aav.
Thank you to Professor Riina Aav, and we invite the Dean of the School of Economics and Finance, Professor Enn Listra, to take the stage.
Majandusteaduskonnast valiti kaks parimat.
Two best lecturers of the year 2021 were awarded from the School of Economics. Lecturer of the Year 2021 is Associate Professor at the Institute of Business Administration, Merle Ojasoo.
Majandusteaduskonna aasta õppejõud 2000.
Lecturer of the Year 2021 from the School of Economics, Ringa Raudla, from the Ragnar Nurkse Institute of Innovation and Governance.
aitäh, professor
Thank you to Professor Enn Listra.
Eesti Mereakadeemia
The Lecturer of the Year 2021 at the Estonian Maritime Academy is the Senior Lecturer Anatoli Alop, who was unable to attend today's ceremony as a result of teaching assignments, but we send him warm greetings to the Estonian Maritime Academy.
palju õnne.
Congratulations to all of the lecturers of the year 2021. And we will continue with the award ceremony with the announcements of the program managers of the year. The competition assists program leaders on the wide range of performance indicators, including student feedback, enrollment figures, satisfaction index, graduation performance, alumni salary coefficient, collaboration with the program board, faculty and students, as well as the list of KPIs, which doesn't end here. So in total, 3 Program Managers of the Year awards will be presented, and we will invite them to take the stage in alphabetical order. The Program Manager of the Year 2021 is from the Department of Materials and Environmental Engineering, Professor Ilona Oja-Assik.
aasta programmijuht 2021.
Program Manager of the Year 2021 from the Department of Mechanics and Industrial Engineering, Professor Tauno Otto. Program Manager of the Year 2021 is an Associate Professor and Head of the Department of Software Science, Gunnar Piho, who unfortunately was not able to participate today. Congratulations once again to all the recipients of the Research and Teaching Awards, and thank you to Rector Dietland and Vice Rector for Academic Affairs Henrik Woll. Dear academic family, before we start to recognize the support staff of the year and to announce the sports, cultural and student achievements of the year, it is the right time now to turn your attention to the Tallinn University of Technology Female Choir. Please, you have the floor. Thank you to the academic female choir and the conductor Edmar Tuule. Now we would like to invite Rector Professor Dietland, University Chancellor Tea Traho, and the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs Professor Henrik Woll to take the stage in order to award the Support Staff of the Year 2021. It is a relatively new tradition to recognize the support staff of the year, and it is the fourth time we hand out these awards today. All departments and schools had the opportunity to nominate their own staff, and 5 support staff of the year were selected from across the university. And we would like to invite them in alphabetical order. The head of the support staff member's area of responsibility is also invited to congratulate the support staff member. Tallinn University of Technology Support Worker of the Year is Hanna Haavapuu.
Aitäh õppeprorektorile ja palun järgmise
Thank you. And for the next award, I would like to invite Romet Leiger, the head of the Estonian Maritime Academy, to take the stage.
Tallinna Tehnikaülikooli aasta tugitöötaja
The support staff of the year 2021, Kadi Kasepõld from the Estonian Maritime Academy, project manager of the shipping center.
Aitäh Mereakadeemia direktor.
Thank you to the head of the Maritime Academy.
Tallinna Tehnikaülikooli aasta tugitöötaja 2021 on
Tallinn University of Technology Support Worker of the Year 2021 is Milanna Naris.
palume järgmise tunnustuse üleandmiseks.
For the next award, we would like to invite the Dean of the School of Engineering, Professor Fyodor Sergeyev, to come to the stage to give out the award. The support staff of the year 2021 of the Tallinn University of Technology is the Director of Studies of Virumaa College, Anu Piirimaa. Thank you to the Dean of the School of Engineering. Now I would like to invite Professor Enn Listra, the Dean of the School of Business and Governance, to come up to the stage. Tallinn University of Technology's support staff of the year 2021 is the Deputy Director of the Department of Business Administration, Merli Reidolf. Thank you to the Dean of the School of Business and Governance. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the announcement of Tallinn University of Technology's 2021 Cultural, Sports and Students Deed of the Year. The Cultural Deed of the Year was born out of hardship, as for almost half a year, cultural collectives were unable to meet or rehearse due to COVID restrictions. Nevertheless, The chamber choir managed to organize a very original and a high-quality anniversary concert, which could be attended both on-site as well as virtually. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Cultural Deed 2021 is the 55th anniversary of the Tallinn University of Technology Chamber Choir. We would like to invite Annika Lundvee, the president of the Chamber Choir, and Richard Sarins, the conductor, to the stage. Thank you to the University Chancellor. And now, in order to announce the Sports Deed of the Year, we invite Hendrik Woll to come to the stage. Choosing the sports achievement of the year was not difficult, as the winners won everything there was to win. Tallinn University of Technology's 2021 sport action is the TalTech Trade House volleyball team's first place in the Women's Baltic League, Estonian Championship and Estonian Cup. We invite the team captain Mari Loorman and the head coach Marko Mett to come to take the award. We would now like to invite the Students' Union's Board Chairman Sten Erm to take the stage to announce the Student of the Year and the Students' Organization of the Year. The Student Act of the Year comes from the field of charity and music. TalTech students organized a charity live broadcast with many of Estonia's best artists and DJs, raising funds for the Tallinn Children's Hospital's Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, the Student Act of the Year is the initiation and implementing of the charity live broadcast Võbin by the Tallinn University of Technology Culture Club. We invite the head of the Culture Club and the main organizer, Mihkel Lõuk, to come to the stage. The speaker is not using the microphone. The Student of the Year competition was won by a long-time student activist who, in addition to his studies, has also contributed to the activities of both the Student Council, and in addition he took part in the Admiral Bellinghausen Arctic expedition and initiated the nationwide sports memory game Uni Memory for students. TalTech Student of the Year 2021 is David Tamm.
meil on jäänud välja kuulutada
Ladies and gentlemen, we still have one last award to announce, the Student Organization of the Year.
võitis tiitli üliõpilas-
This year's title was won by the Student Club, which despite the restrictions of Corona, managed to organize 78 events and trips last year to introduce Estonia to both local and international students. In total, more than 4,000 students participated in the events organized in the autumn alone. The Student Organization of the Year 2021 is the TalTech's ASM International Club.
Palju õnne kõigile.
Congratulations to all of those who won the awards. Thank you to the rector, Tiit Land, Vice Rector of Studies, Henrik Voll, and Sten Arm, the Student Union President.
Kallis ülikooli pere.
Dear university family, it has become a tradition for our folk dance group Gaudeamus to perform at the anniversary ceremony of the Republic of Estonia. But today, for the first time ever, they will perform for you via video and from fresh air.
Aitäh Kuljusele.
Thank you to the folk dance group Guljus.
104. aastapäeva aktus
The ceremony of the 100th anniversary of the Republic of Estonia is drawing to a close. We thank you for your participation, both in virtual form and physical, and wish you a nice anniversary of the Republic. The ceremony ends with the singing of the anthem Gaudeamus and the taking out of the flags, and we kindly ask you to leave the hall after the flags. Let us now raise the singing of the Gaudeamus.
Anthem